Hello, hello, hello. Yep, it's on. All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to day 15 of um the thing. Give me a second. Just ugh. No, perhaps I won't do that. Give me one second. I'm sorry, y'all. I guess I do this every time, but you know. All right, I'm now ready. Sorry about that. It took me a little bit to get some stuff situated. Gonna put this joint in full screen. And yeah, is my wheel plugged in? Yep, it is. Okay, cool. Well, yeah. So remember how I was saying I wanted to make a new car to go around the track in? This is it. It's a what is it? Boxer six or flat six or whatever. I'm not sure what the difference between a boxer engine and a flat engine is. I should probably look that up, cause like I thought that there were like flat sixes and stuff, but there's not. There's only boxer engines, which might be the same thing. I don't know. I haven't like taken the time to look it up. But anyway, so yeah, this is a yeah, 6 cylinder twin turbo, something like 600 horsepower. I don't remember exactly. Technically it's a quad exhaust, but I added two other ones because it looks cool. I kind of wish that I could have like the Pikes Squad both, but you can see it. The muffler only goes to two of them. Why am I showing you guys that? It's definitely for things. I would never put fake exhaust tips on any car because I'm a good car designer. Anyways, yeah, put big giant spoiler. Sadly, once again, like for some reason, automation just can't export carbon right now. So instead of being a carbon fiber wing, it's just white. Same with the front bumper, and also the interior is white as well, which is kind of annoying. But you know, it's weird because you can still see the texture is carbon fiber, but it's just the color is wrong. But yeah, you see it. I think it affects most of the cockpit as well. So that's a little upsetting. We got like some sport seats. You can see the engine in the back there. And then you know you got the front part. So yeah, it's a pretty cool car nonetheless. I guess I think these are LMP cars. What these are considered. I think they're all just kind of generally ugly. Cause not really. There wasn't really much I could think of to do with the lights and stuff to make it less weird looking. I think it's just it's just like that, long things. I put like quite a bit of stuff to get air into the engine and stuff. Oh, this is supposed to be an open like vent. This isn't supposed to be like that. So that's interesting. Somehow in the export process, a lot of stuff got lost, but that's okay. So we're gonna try and do 2 laps, see if this car runs better. I drove this car a little bit yesterday, but I have yet to drive it around the track. I just went on like East Coast or something and did a bit of like a trial run because I wanted to like show like my first impressions of this car on stream. So here we are. Definitely not as fast as the other one I made, but it's I think the other car is like 1,000 horsepower or something crazy. This thing only has like I think it's like 600. I want to say I'll look after this lap, but yeah, this thing should be eating these turns at pretty decent speeds. That's mostly what I designed it for, is to have crazy downforce. It's all-wheel drive with like 70% rear bias. So it's basically a rear-wheel drive car with a bit of an assist in the front. Just enough, I guess, to keep me from spinning out really bad. Obviously, the steering wheel doesn't move, as is with all automation cars. But yeah, it's not particularly fast. I kind of wish it was quicker. I might want to go into automation again if I can see if I can squeeze out a bit more horsepower, because this thing's definitely not going to be hitting like the 200s on the track or anything like that unless I'm like doing some crazy magical driving. But yeah, I'm generally pretty happy with the way it came out. Like, obviously I wish that like some of the textures came out right. Like I feel like this interior would be significantly better if it was carbon fiber, but it's it's whatever. Also, I wanted to originally only have one seat instead of two, 'Cause I didn't want this to be like a super practical car, but you know, I couldn't, like, all the dashboards that I had were all meant for, you know, normal cars and not like super fast race cars. Even though I have a racing texture like mod, that's where the I mean, it's not even really a gauge cluster, it's like a gauge screen, and the steering wheel both come from that mod. The same, I think if I'm not mistaken, did I just lose my front splitter? I think I just lost my front splitter. Huh. The car drives the same, so even though usually the front splitter is like important to making sure you don't crash, I thought, because it has a lot of downforce. Whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. We continue. I'm just act like I didn't see that happen. But yeah, and am I into the wall? Nope. This thing brakes like crazy. It's a pretty solid vehicle for what it is. I mean, I guess I do kind of wish I could have, you know, I'm sure I could have squeezed more power out of the engine if I really wanted to, but I was mostly focused on downforce, and I think it's a pretty solid engine for what it is. I can't wait until they, like, I'm hoping that, you know, one day they add, like, you know, hybrid systems in, because I know, like, the Porsche, I forgot to look up what that thing was called, so I just keep calling it the Porsche, and I just have to hope you guys know what I'm talking about. I should look it up right now, but y'all know the fast one that, you know, the one that I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't think anyone's beaten it, the one that holds the record for the fastest lap time. That one makes like, actually, I think it makes like 600 horsepower too, or something like that. It makes a lot. Like, it makes an ungodly amount of power for such a little tiny engine. But they also have it. It's also assisted by electric drive modes, if I'm not mistaken. I guess tell me if I'm wrong in the comments or whatever. Even though on one hand it is a, you know, I do kind of like it better when the steering wheel doesn't move. It is a little distracting because it is nice to be able to use the steering wheel to like tell where I'm turning into. But right now I have to rely on my real life steering wheel, which I guess is also better because, oh God, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. It's like both better and, you know, not better that my, you know, that the steering wheel's not working. It kind of sucks for you guys because you can't see how I'm like turning the wheel, but since I'm usually on the exterior view, it doesn't really matter anyways, does it? Over the buzzy thing. And we're gonna go through this wide and then cut in, just like that. This thing's an easy drive though. I'm sure it sucks to drive for real because the ride quality is probably super rough. It's probably pretty hot too, even though I think I put I know it has a screen that's off right now, but I know it has a screen, but I don't know if it has like air vents or anything like that. Obviously there's not a whole lot of detail in the interior. I didn't like take that much time to like, you know, put in like, I actually was gonna put in air conditioning, but you know, I think technically, like, according to the game stats, this does have all that stuff because I chose the handcrafted interior, which is funny because like it was nice like in the original game when there weren't interiors. You just had to like imagine what the interiors look like. You didn't have to make it yourself because I feel like it's, you know, it's kind of difficult to make it yourself, especially when you're trying to do like super luxury stuff. It's like, how do you convey the luxury part of it? I guess it's just, you know, using leather and nice materials, and then you just have to pretend like the buttons click really nice. I will say there is nothing better than a really nice like clicking button in a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been sitting in like quite a few like expensive vehicles lately, and like really high quality buttons really like elevate the experience. I'm sure like when you own it, it gets old and it's like, oh, you know, it's just a button. But me being a current plebeian, I think that's pretty neat. Am I a plebeian? I don't think that's the right word. I think that yeah, I guess, you know, whatever, that's not important. Anyways, we're moving on. coming up on 6 minutes now. We're making pretty solid time. Like, this thing definitely turns really comfortably. Just passed by YouTube corner there. Coming into this next turn here, we're gonna go into the grass a bit, but that's okay. We haven't made that many mistakes this lap, so you know. But this thing is eating these. This thing is eating these corners like they're, you know. I don't know. I can't think of a good analogy, but it's you know, this thing is, or I guess a simile. You know, like her ass, whatever. Anyways, it's, you know, the thing is fast and it goes around corners very fast. Now this is the corner I'm gonna be careful of. I think I might slow down here because, as you guys know, I don't particularly like this corner. I say as I upshift to go 120. Yeah, man, this thing eats corners like nothing, dude. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is a solid vehicle. Not to, you know, toot my own horn, but that wasn't very funny, was it? Whatever. So yeah, we're driving and stuff. But yeah, it's a solid car. You know, we're coming up on the end of the track here in around 8 minutes. It seems like most of my laps are around the 8-minute mark, which either means you know, I don't know. I need to start working on getting it faster. So it's going to be about 8 minutes, 30 seconds maybe. Let's see what this thing gets up to, because it's quick, but you know. So it's going to be around 8 minutes and 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds. So 8 minutes, 20 seconds for that lap. Did I have to restart it all? I don't think I restarted it all. I guess I could have from, you know, the front splitter thing. Oh, we'll actually get to see. We should be able to pass. We should pass by it. I don't know if they like despawn, but I don't think it despawns unless it's a traffic car. I could go around this way faster than I am, but it's whatever. Oof, man, all over the track here. Anyways, what else is there to talk about so that the people don't get bored? There's not really much to see here besides my poor driving abilities. I need to take these turns faster, dude. I feel like 70 is too slow for this car. I say as I, you know, get a little nervous crashing into the wall there. I feel like I'm turning my my wheel a little bit too much too. But the car is, you know, listening to what I'm saying, so who honestly cares? I can take this at well over 100. That's good information. I'm gonna remember that I can take that turn at 100. I need to start like mapping this joint out, like locations where I can go like a certain speed. I need to start like going through each corner and seeing what the maximum speed I can take these said corners at is. Can I go 140 through this? Yes, I can. Wow. Yeah, I need to stop being so scared of it because this thing eats. Like it's no problem. This thing is destroying these corners. So I gotta learn how to stop being afraid of it. It's like I was talking about yesterday, how like, you know, you have to learn how to like gauge the car. And I feel like, you know, yeah, I just gotta, you know, I gotta, you know, I can't be afraid of these corners. I just don't, you know, obviously I don't like losing progress and such. But at this point, I think I'm beyond being able to play it safe. And maybe I shouldn't have built this car because like, or maybe I should have, I don't know. Because maybe it's better to be able to drive a slower car as aggressively as I can instead of getting a purpose-built track machine where, you know, I can take things more comfortably. It's like learning how to play, you know, guitar on an electric and then, you know, you move on to an acoustic and can't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this wasn't the right choice to build this thing, especially since it's a car that I built, which means I pretty much understand how it's gonna handle better than anyone else, obviously. So, you know, That was a little risky, trying to accelerate into that turn there, because there was a good chance that I would lose a lot of weight. This car, it doesn't shift weight a lot. And I tried to keep that in mind when I was building it, that I didn't want it like shifting all over the place. I think it's a push rod. I think it's push rod front and back. Yeah, which I think what else is push rod? Like Ferraris and Corvettes, maybe? Are Corvettes push rod? I can't remember. But yeah, it's, you know, this thing is a thoroughbred race car. Like, it's built for this, you know, so it's gonna be naturally very easy to drive. I'm sure that some experienced racer can probably do this and can probably destroy this track in like 6 minutes with this car. Maybe not 6 minutes. That's record-breaking speed. I'm not that good of a designer, but you know, probably 7 minutes. This does make me wonder if maybe like 8 minutes is just like the average time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been taking these turns entirely too slow, dude. I remember I was able to take this at well over 100 last time. I shouldn't have slowed down there, because I haven't. This thing hasn't even slid yet. Like, it hasn't slid at all. I'm gonna stop braking so much. I'm just gonna trust the vehicle. As soon as I say that, I start to lose traction on that corner. So, you know, I gotta be a little careful. We're coming up on 16 minutes in the stream. Still taking this corner at 40. I just don't trust that. I just don't trust that curve, dude. Like, this is so easy today, dude. Like, I guess I designed cars good or something like that. Ugh, this might be into the wall with me. No. Whoa, I guess you could say I cut off some time there? Question mark. This is beautiful, though. This is like, you know. Well, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, I don't know. Yeah, obviously I'm getting a little involved here. Taking that at like 75. That might have been a little slow, I'm not sure. Look, it's so hard to know how fast or slow you're supposed to go through these corners, man, I tell you. Uh-oh. Nope, I saved it. My leg's starting to hurt. I need to stand up for a second after this lap. I guess I can just keep standing up because I just realized this is my second lap. Did I make it past that scary corner? I do believe I did. Dude. I have designed one of the best cars ever. Or I'm just a good driver. I don't even know. Whatever it is, this has been easy. I need to stop downshifting when I can't. Because, you know, downshift protection really be saving me. But, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much, that's the 2 laps. Like, unless I, like, just completely lose it here. Ooh, all that wind noise. Oh god, not this view. Dude, why would it put it on the front like that? I couldn't see. I guess I also shouldn't have changed views, but whatever. I'm coming up to the end now. You know, if I could have driven from the front like that, that's how I should see how well I know the track. So yeah, that's the that's pretty much it. That was the lap for today. Yeah, I guess we can put in cinematic view now to signify that, yeah, at 20 minutes we completed 2 laps. So I don't know if it's possible to complete 2 laps in, you know, in the stream in 20 minutes, but I can get pretty close. This has been a fun one. You know, I'm definitely I want to sit with this car some more because I feel like I can get some really crazy lap times out of it. Because this thing just crushed. Actually, I forgot to change the name. This is a different company than the one that I put on the back, but it's whatever. So yeah, gosh, dude, it feels so weird ending this early. It feels like I'm like cheating you guys out of good content, but I'm just good like that, I guess. So thank you guys for joining. Yeah, this has been day 15? Is it? I guess, you know what though, this is about right. I should be doing this good on day 15. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm really happy with this lap. I'm happy with this car. I have solidified myself as a good builder. Let's watch this thing crash. Boom. Not exactly the safest thing, is it? No, because it ate that, and I was going at least like what, 70 or 80. Not many cars would take an impact that fast. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys for watching. And I